and that is when the battery on the camera died. So I apologize for that. What you saw though was me laying out the plywood, how I wanted to cut it. I laid everything out, cut all the pieces, and then realized that the battery died. So apologize for that, but it was pretty simple. You kind of saw what I was doing there. So yeah, just laid it out, cut it to size with that track saw that I had. Again, that was just a thin piece of MDF with a 3/4 inch piece of plywood on the top of it as to act as the guide, and then it had those rubber traction feet on the bottom of it to keep it stable. So that's what I used to rip the plywood down. It helps when you have big 4x8 sheets of plywood. So I cut those down to size, and then I can show you what I did over here, actually on the shelves. So on things like this, I just took the piece of plywood and then notched this out for the so you can fit these legs in it. So did that on all of them. So you can see how those are. And then again there on the bottom. So notched all those out. And you can see it a little better here in the light on this one, how those are notched out. Turned out really nice. It holds all the a lot of the stuff that we have. Still not everything, but most of the stuff. Holds it nicely. And it was just 2x4s and plywood. So again, as after I cut it down to size, then just notched out the corners for the legs on all of them, except for the top. You obviously don't have to do that to the top, since it's not, I didn't have the legs sticking above the shelf portion, so all this stuff is flat, so I didn't have to notch that stuff out. But just notch that out with a jigsaw, take your measurements. You will have to most likely cut it in half, so I can actually cut each piece there just to make it more manageable to fit in your space that you need. And when you're carrying it down or wherever you're going to put your shelf, it probably makes it easier if you cut it in half to carry the sheet of plywood through your house or whatever. And then yeah, so it just makes it a little bit easier to slide in when you don't have this full sheet. When you just have half of it, it makes it a lot easier. And then all these shelves do have these supports. There you go. Supports that are halfway through width-wise, and they're the full depth there. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I think it turned out really well. We're happy with them, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.